All right, everybody, Sylvia here, and I am in the middle of a national forest, Dechutes National Forest, maybe 15 miles from Bend, Oregon. There is nothing around here at all. Check this out. The only people that I have seen since I have arrived yesterday, early afternoon, are mountain bikers. There goes one right now. There's a ton of mountain biking trails here, and today I want to tell you guys what I've been up to since I left Tater TOT. I think that must be close to 3 weeks ago by now, and I have been busy doing upgrades to my trailer, and so I just kind of want to show you guys everything that I added and give you kind of an explanation as to why I've done it and why I did it now. All right. Come on, Myrtle, let's go. All right, you guys, so I am in the Dechutes National Forest. I mean, God, it's unbelievable. There is so much camping here. The only people that I have seen since I've been here have been mountain bikers. There are a ton of mountain biking trails, and I would love to come back. I don't have my Trike with me at the moment. It's actually in the shop, and I would love to come back here and try some of these trails on the Trike. I'm like right next to a logging road. I've heard no traffic on it the entire time I've been here, and certainly that would be wide enough for the Trike. And there was a lot of fires in this area last summer, and they're still cleaning it up. But I'm actually in a site, I think 4 or 5 RVs could fit in this site, and it would be really, really fun to come back. And there's an actual paved trail, maybe a mile down the road, and there's a trailhead, Rimrock trailhead, so I can see coming back here for sure. So this is dispersed camping, so it's possible to stay 14 days. It costs nothing, and this is considered boondocking, and you have to bring in whatever it is that you need. There are no services. There's no water, there's no electricity, there's no sewer, but of course I think I'm less than 15 miles from Bend, and so it's very, very easy to go in and pick up whatever supplies. But the real reason why I am here is I just picked up my trailer in Bend after having a complete solar system installed. So I have, as you saw in the opening shot, I have 2 170 watt panels installed up on the roof. There's already a 20 watt panel, so I have 360 watts up there. And then I have a 2000 watt inverter. I went with a Victron system, and I have 3 100 amp hour Battleborn batteries. This is really all super top-notch stuff, and a big, big investment. And just to kind of give you some reasons for what made me decide to do this, you know, I started my RV experience January of 2020. My first RV, I've never done any RVing before, and when I started out, I stayed exclusively in RV parks and campgrounds. I needed to learn my RV. I needed to get comfortable with all the stuff. There's so much to know about RVing, but what I really wanted to be doing was boondocking. I have a generator, a Honda EU 2200i, and I've had it the entire time, but because I was at RV parks, there just was never any reason to use it. I think I started it a couple of times just to make sure I could remember how, and you know, to just kind of start up, make sure it still worked. But being at RV parks, I just didn't need it. And then a lot of the time through COVID, I was parked behind my friend Joni's Catholic church on 2 occasions, probably for 6 months. And then I was also at my sister's in Crescent City for probably 4 months. So, you know, the rest of the time I was in RV parks. I started boondocking when I left Yuma. I want to say it was in late April. And I had met another triker, Carol, who has been RVing for probably 35 years. She almost exclusively does boondocking, and so she took me under her wing for a couple of nights. We went out to Quartzsite, quintessential boondocking experience, and that's all I needed. I have been boondocking ever since and loving it. Really enjoying it so much more than staying at RV parks and the campgrounds. And it became pretty clear why you need a generator and the benefits of solar. And so I have gone and done a lot of upgrading. So let me kind of show you guys, like most RVs come with a storage area for a generator. And it's insulated, and you can get like a little kit to vent your generator so you can actually use it in this cubby. But you know, this is where my dining area is, and so if I've got these windows open, you know, it really stinks. And even though my generator is one of the quieter ones, it's really loud, and the vibration was just too much. And so I always had to take it out of that cubby, you know, drag it far away from the trailer so I wouldn't have to hear it and smell it so much. But the biggest issue is you have to use gasoline. And I'm telling you, it's awful. So every time I would fill the generator, you know, it would spill. I'd have it on my hands. It's just so stinky and messy. And I'd have to carry a lot of gasoline with me. I could only handle 2-gallon cans of gasoline. And so, you know, there's a lot of issues. And then the generator is valuable. And so whenever I went someplace, I would have to put it back in the cubby. And then also at night, you know, you have to put it away because otherwise, you know, probably somebody will come by and steal it. So I was looking for a solution to this issue of it's really heavy for me to carry, and then the stinky gas. And so what I have done after I left Tater TOT, it's probably like 3 weeks ago now, I had my friend Paul helped me install this tray. So this is a trailer tray made by Stromberg Carlson, and you can see there's 3 legs. This is very, very secure. And so it made a tray above my propane tanks. And then I bought this box. It's called an RV generator box. I think it's actually the name of the website. And this is my generator, the Honda EU2200i. And this is a very, very nice generator. It's compact, it's a lot quieter. And one of the things that I really liked about it is it has a 30 amp plug. And so this is the cord for the trailer. So I can plug the trailer directly into the generator and power the entire trailer from the generator. And so now you can see it's very secure in here. I never have to move the trailer. It's strapped in very tightly. And from Tater TOT, I went down to Utah, a little town called Elsinore, and there's a company there called Hutch Mountain, and they do propane conversion kits for this generator. And so they don't normally do the installation, but I explained that I'm living in an RV and I don't have an address. They usually just, you know, ship this part, and it's pretty easy to install. So I had them install it, and then so now when I want to use my generator, all I have to do is flip the switch and pull, and there you go. And so I'm running the generator off of these propane tanks, and these propane tanks also run whatever I need in the trailer: the refrigerator, the stove, the furnace. And so now I've got all of this running off of propane. And then the other thing I did was I added solar. And so in this tub behind the propane tanks is where I have my 3 100 amp hour Battle-Born lithium batteries, and I love the way he did this. I wanted to keep them outside, and in fact this is where I had my 2 AGM batteries. And what's really nice about this is where all of the power cables were going for the AGM batteries. And so, you know, he could use the same cables. He didn't have to make any changes to that. And so you can see this thing is just super, super tight, and I've got it zip tied. There's absolutely no reason to go in here. And you know, these batteries are very expensive. They're well over $1,000 each. And I don't think anybody looking at this would say there's something valuable in here. So it felt really nice to have it outside. You know, these lithium batteries can be explosive. I don't expect anything to happen to these. These are very high quality. Usually when, you know, there's problems with lithium batteries, it's because they're poorly made or they are not stored correctly. I really don't expect any issues with this, but, you know, I don't really want them stored under my bed either. So I'm really, really happy to have these 3 batteries stored here. And otherwise, I have a portable solar panel that I also bought for this. A lot of RVs now come solar ready, and they have a port, and so you can just plug it in, and I'm just keeping it right in here. And so, you know, like for instance, like right now you know, the sky is completely open, but if I was really deep in a forest, I could plug in a portable solar panel and pull it out to where there's sun if I need. So now with the solar, I have access to all of my plugs. I can use my microwave. I can use my air conditioning. I'm really gonna be using my generator for the air conditioning because that is a real power hog. But like the other night, it was maybe 10 o'clock. It was close to 80 degrees, and I ran my air conditioner for maybe 10 minutes just to cool it down a little bit. And I was able to use my solar-powered batteries for that. I also play the piano, and so I have an electronic keyboard with me, and now I'm going to be able to use my electric keyboard even when I'm boondocking. As we all know, I have a lot of camera gear, it's a lot of batteries, and I'll be able to charge them up you know, whenever I need to. And I also have electric assist for my trike, and I'll be able to keep those batteries charged up using the plugs inside my trailer. I'm just really enjoying this boondocking experience. And even though this whole thing was very, very expensive, I calculated that if I can boondock 6 out of 7 days a week, I will have it all paid for in 7 months. So it will pay for itself very, very quickly. Yeah, so that's kind of a different video, just kind of letting you guys know what I've been up to. And I'd love to know what you guys think. You know, leave a comment in the comments section below. I still have one video left to do from TOT, Harrison to Plummer. Absolutely gorgeous ride. And of course, I'm very far behind on my videos of places that I have been over the last few months. But there's a lot to look forward to. So, all right, you guys, stay safe, stay healthy. And as always, thank you for watching.